Hello, cookbook friends, and welcome. We are going to be doing another live stream. It's similar to yesterday, so if you did join me yesterday, we are going to be going through a lot of the same cookbooks. My power went out. It was so windy yesterday, so I had to break up the episode or the live stream into two. And today I just figured we might as well just do the whole thing over again in case you missed it, or when I was out, you were like, oh, well, she's gone. So just wanted to redo it a little bit. And maybe there's some cookbooks that you didn't get to see yesterday. So let us get started. Let me get my banner up, do all that fun stuff. Oh no, I forgot to copy and paste. This is what happens when I get distracted a little bit. I was so excited to go live. So this is what happens when I go live too fast. Anyway, so today we have a ton of cool cookbooks. In the very front of the carousel, though, that you will see, we have a ton of tech stuff. So if you do have any questions about it, let me know. I have my Blue Yeti mic. So it looks like Amazon might not be selling the actual brand new mic anymore. This is something I still actually have to investigate, but we're not a tech thing over here. But the Blue Yeti mics are really amazing. I love them. And then I also have the Elgato Face Cam. That's my camera, and it's done pretty well. So if you have any questions about the tech stuff in later, make sure to comment. You can do that over on YouTube or Facebook, really wherever, and I'll make sure to go back and kind of answer your questions. But where we're going is cookbooks, because that's what we are. I have a cookbook. Let's see. I want to start with this one because this one doesn't have as many photos. I'm going to try to wait to see how many people come in today. And hold on. I need to type something out. Hello and welcome to Cookbook Divas. Come follow. Okay. Excuse my grammar. It's horrible. Okay. So today, first, we're going to talk about the Fabulous Modern Cookie Cookbook. So this one is super interesting. It is pretty technical, I would say. It talks about, I'll flip through this really fast first. So in the very, oh my gosh, the essence of this book is a lot of technical information. We get to learn about all of these ingredients. There's a lot of text. There's a lot of tips and tricks for every recipe that you will find in here. But we start with our table of contents. It talks about bar cookies, drop cookies, rolled cookies, filled, stuffed, and sandwich cookies. I love a sandwich cookie. We also have slice and bake cookies, savory cookies, which is, I guess I would have called them crackers. We also have a chapter for like fillings and additional recipes, other things you can use with the cookies. So let me show you what this book looks like laid out. We have Fudgy Cloud Brownies. So as you can see, we have a pretty enormous chart here. We have volume, weight, and the ingredients for those. Personally, so I do, I'm gluten-free, if you didn't know that. I personally like volume. Weight. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I think weight and volume are the same. I tend to use a lot of weight when I'm baking. It makes a lot more sense. It's more precise. So I like that you get to see the various, conversion rates here, because I think, at least for me, I don't really pay attention, but I like this right here in your face. So then maybe as you go along, become a better or well-acquainted baker, you'll be able to do this on your own, and you can do weight and volume pretty easily and make your own recipes. Here we have our instructions on the very bottom. And we do have extra stuff here. So a double broiler tip. And this varies depending on the recipe. Plus, sometimes for each recipe, they give you variations. So if you're not really feeling a cloudy brownie, we have a tuxedo brownie or a streusel crown brownie. So that's kind of how this cookbook is laid out generally. Let me just show you the photos, though, because that's what a lot of us are here for, photos. It's a very visual place. This is a whiskey lemon sweet potato bar. Wow. I would not have put those two things together, but my mouth is watering. And again, we like to do this live stream, I swear, right before lunch. It's a problem. I don't know why I do that. So I'm kind of drooly. So here we have a black bottom lemon square, lemon and chocolate. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But again, it would be interesting to try. This looks really pretty. And I like this cookbook for a lot of the extra knowledge in here. So there's a ton of variations for every single dish, which means you can kind of then jump off on your own. So for instance, this one, let's see, what was this? It was a mango sunshine bar. There's a ton of notes here. And then it says, speaking of enzymes, fresh tropical fruits such as mango, papaya, and pineapple can be difficult to incorporate in desserts. I actually never knew that. You've probably seen recipes, usually for gelatin-based desserts, that include a warning to avoid these fruits altogether. Have you guys? Because I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, hello, Stephanie. Thank you for tuning in over on Amazon and commenting. Okay, so there's a ton of cool things in this book that I think are really helpful. Just a huge breadth of knowledge. These are drop cookies. In the very beginning of each chapter, it talks about tools you might need. So it's very technical. These are sugar cookies. Let's move and get some more photos here. And again, there's not a ton of photos, but I'm trying. We have pumpkin snicker crinkles, which is cute. And I need to make these. They look and sound very good. We have here, these are coffee bean crunchers. They look like little brains to me. They're cute. These are banana chip cookies, and they're hung like bananas, which is really cute. We also, okay, these ones are interesting too. So we have slice and bake cookies. So you can actually make your own rolled cookie, slice it up, and then, have a really interesting flavor. They're like little cinnamon roll cookies. So you kind of get the gist of how this book is laid out. Lots and lots of text. Cool cookies, though. Some of them are really beautiful, very different, too. We have sandwich cookies. There's a ton of different flavor profiles in here, things that I've never thought of mixing together. And again, tips, tricks, cool stuff. So this is, savory cookies. Let me show you a few savory cookies real fast, because this is interesting. Cherry chevrons, I don't think would be considered a savory cookie, but maybe I'm wrong. I could be. This is a cucumber cheesecake everything bagel bar. Interesting, right? And then we also have here, I just saw a photo. Okay. Thin crust pepperoni slice. Interesting. In a cookie form. So if you're looking for interesting, fun cookies, these are the Fabulous Modern Cookies, and very different cookbook for sure. More wordy, so if you are a visual person, this might not be the cookbook for you, but we have other cookie cookbooks that you might really enjoy. One of the cookbooks I didn't get to yesterday that I wanted to share with you, let me find it, is the Peanuts Holiday Cookbook. So I spent the afternoon with my niece, and she's really getting into comics, like old comic strips. We read Garfield from front to back, Calvin and Hobbes. So I think it's time for her to get into the Peanuts. So I love this because this is great for kids, and this is more than just like Christmas holiday. This has got every kind of holiday you can possibly imagine, like even Arbor Day. I was like, what? So let's look through this together. It's divided up into just 2 chapters. So spring and summer, and then fall and winter. That's it. But it goes in like a chronological order too. So it's not too difficult to navigate this book. We start in spring, the beautiful time of St. Patty's Day. So you see, this whole cookbook has just illustrations for the most part. The recipes are fairly basic. This is St. Patty's Irish soda bread. I kind of just like everything about this whole thing. We get a cute little comic strip that talks about the holiday that's usually from, it's not a new strip. It's just like something that you can reminisce on. It's very nostalgic. But the recipes, I like the simplicity because you don't need a fancy picture to show Irish soda bread, and I'm okay with that. So we have here just a small description. Here's our ingredients, and then just the step-by-step, how to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Kids are going to love doing this. You can celebrate together. You can bake things, cook things together, and just celebrate the season in a simple way and enjoy the Peanuts characters simultaneously. This is Snoopy's Pot of Gold. Very cute. We have 6 Bunny Wunnies carrot cupcakes. I love the top. Here we go. This is such a cute cookbook. I think it's just so underrated. So this is 44% off. It's $13.99. This is a lot of really amazing recipes in here that everybody's going to enjoy. Plus, you get a comic. So this is Cormacaroons. I have to be honest, there are some characters that I have absolutely forgotten about that when I'm looking through this, I'm like, wait a minute, who is this? I have to look them up again. Linus's Lemon Drop Bars. My mom used to call me Linus all the time because I used to carry around a blanket with me when I was a kid. I wouldn't get a sweatshirt or a coat. I would have to always carry a blanket with me. This is Pigpen's. What are you? Pigpen's Dirt Cake. I knew who this was. It's Pigpen. And this is really cute. Here's the end result. It's just an awesome chocolate cake. A Mother's Day mango smoothie, but we also have Spike's chocolate dipped waffles. Oh, that sounds delicious right now. I like how everything is pretty easy and approachable. And yeah, just this cookbook is so much fun. Here's the autumn and winter recipes. So where we're at now, we have Lucy's Tasty Toffee. Ooh, I'm not sure. That would be any holiday, in my opinion. That sounds very good. The Great Pumpkin Cheesecake. We also have here Peppermint Patties, Patty Puck. Oh my gosh, Peppermint Patty Pucks. There we go. That's a mouthful. We have Kite Eating Tree Bark. That's cute. That's for Arbor Day, isn't it? No, it's Christmas. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Snoopy's Snowflakes. Cute little gingerbread snowflakes. And then we have Slingshot Snowballs. This is just really cute. I love it. So you can, oh no, I have to sneeze, of course. Oh gosh. Okay. So we have a ton of recipes here, but they give us basic recipes too. So you can kind of add, mix, match if you wanted to. So there's a strawberry cream cheese frosting, pretzel trees, chocolate fudge frosting. So if you have a kid or if you maybe aren't into, chocolate or vanilla, you can swap. There's a lot of good stuff in here and there's a pretty great index. So definitely check this out if you've got kiddos and you want to share you're like, hey, check out the peanuts. They're super funny and great. And then we can cook together and we can celebrate all of the holidays. This is a great, awesome cookbook. All right. It's not just me who has to sneeze, apparently, in this house. All right. So the next cookbook I have for you that I'm going to go through that we kind of went through yesterday, it is Lydia's From Our Family Table to Yours. So Lydia Bastianich is Joe from MasterChef, his mom, queen of Italian cooking. This is another one of her awesome cookbooks that she's got some great dishes. This cookbook is very, very approachable. I do like that we get a glimpse into her life and just I like seeing that. It's fun, especially with like people who have had multiple cookbooks out. Like Barefoot Contessa is one of them where it's kind of cool to see like what their everyday living was like or is like. So this cookbook goes into dishes that you and I can make during weekdays when life is a little busy and you can still have those comfort dishes and even feed big families. So we start with a spicy, crispy, roasted cauliflower. This dish looks so good and I always flip to it and I need to make it because it looks amazing. This looks really nice too. I love this table setting because I can be a picky eater myself. So you have a salad or roasted vegetables, but people can actually just pick which ones they want to eat. So if you want to avoid tomatoes altogether, you can. It's easy. So this is a grilled corn, zucchini, and tomato salad. This is beautiful. Kale salad with avocado and pistachios. Let's move on. We have some soups in here, like this corn and bean soup with kielbasa. We also have here a tomato soup with fregola and clams. Can somebody tell me if fregola is a kind of pasta? Is it a rice? Is it a bean? I don't think I've ever had it before. I have to sneeze again. I don't want to. No. Okay. We have butternut squash and cannelli beans. Did I say that right? Oh my God. Okay, this looks vibrant, beautiful. I love it. Here we go. We have these smashed garlic rosemary potatoes. This would be a great alternative for Thanksgiving. So if you just don't want to do the mashed potato thing, sometimes it can be a little boring, I have to admit. You can do these instead. They're very easy. This looks really beautiful. This is a roasted spaghetti squash with spicy tomato sauce. It's too early in this live stream to tumble over my words right now. So we have a chapter of pastas. This is a shrimp and tomato risotto. And we also have, of course, another thing I'm probably not going to pronounce properly, an Istrian passutis with mixed seafood. This looks really good. I've just never heard of it before. We have some vegetable dishes, but also meat, fish, and desserts as well. So this is spaghetti with roasted cherry tomato sauce. As you can see, pretty easy to navigate cookbook, and most of these recipes are very, very approachable. Not a ton going on. She keeps it very, very simple. This is a cuttlefish salad with potatoes and olives. And I have to admit, there's a ton of dishes in here that I've not seen in other cookbooks, just in general. So this one would be a really special one to have if you like more Italian, maybe fusion cooking, home cooking, and has just different stuff. Obviously, goulash is a classic. We also have here a cheesy baked wings. Would that be a healthier alternative to like a mozzarella stick? You can have protein. This looks tasty. This is a roasted chicken. Here we have some desserts. Let me find some photos for you. Something different from yesterday. We have a chocolate amaretti. You could have it with tea. This is an interesting dish. I'll flip to the name of it, but I don't know what all of the toppings are. It is a mimosa cake. So that looks really kind of tough, but really beautiful. A showstopper for sure. And then I'll show one more. This is the strawberry and cream parfaits. So if you're looking for a great new Italian cookbook, definitely check out Lydia's From Our Table, or From Our Family Table to Yours. She's had a ton of cookbooks come out. Very reliable, awesome celebrity chef. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna do something a little nerdy because I am a nerd, and this cookbook is hugely anticipated in the nerd community, especially if you love Critical Role. I won't linger on it too long because I know there's a ton of people who don't know what I'm talking about. I had to adjust. Okay, so this is Exquisite Exandria. This is from Critical Role, huge podcast show. It's voice actors who are playing D&D. They have 3 seasons so far. It is a lot of fun. So real quick, because I don't think there's a ton of nerds watching today, but maybe there are. And if there are, leave me a comment. I do love me some fellow nerds. They're my favorite people. All right, so here we have the way this is organized, my brain. This is all by region and place that the characters from each season have visited. So if you are a Critical Role fan, you will see extra information about each region and maybe the culture too that Matt Mercer has, crafted for us, for all of us to enjoy. But there's amazing dishes in here. So this is a sweet and sticky slab bacon, fried tomatoes, and fried eggs. My mouth is watering. I mean, those look like the perfect tomatoes, and I'm not a huge fan of tomatoes, and I would eat those. Here we had fried chicken and waffles, of course. There's there's an entire meat board. This looks very tasty. There's not a lot of times I see fresh fruit on a charcuterie board, but I think that needs to change. So you can kind of add or subtract whatever you want to the meat board. This cookbook is great if you do get together with your friends, your loved ones, and you do play games like for game nights. A lot of these are pretty easy to prepare. They're a little whimsical. I like that they encourage us to mix our, put some vegetables in our awesome stuff. So this is what is this? A sweet tea custard pie. So good. Sounds very tasty. This is a high summer honey polenta. Just really pretty. I've never seen polenta cooked that way. Here is a cod and potato schmorbrod. I've never heard of that before. Easy peasy though, especially if you do have a party. Moving on a little bit more, this is a sun-cut semolina porridge with dried fig compote. Yum. So even though this is a nerdy cookbook that is specifically for critical role lovers like myself, this has a lot of interesting recipes. We go through a lot of cookbooks here, and we've looked through, so many. There's a few cookbooks that shock me because they have these new recipes, things that I've just never heard of before. And this cookbook does that, which makes it a little more magical and fun. And it's really, really cool. So if you are a geek, if you love getting together with friends, doing game nights, especially D&D, this would definitely be a great cookbook to have in your arsenal. There's a lot of party recipes in here, or at least like big batch making things, charcuterie boards, that sort of thing. So this is Exquisite Exandria. Plus there's extra information in here about Critical Role in the worlds of Matthew Mercer. All right. So next cookbook is another one that I like so much. Let me get to it. I like small bakes. So I'm really guilty. I'll make like 24 cookies or something like that, because I literally just want one, and then I have to go give them all to like various different people. And not that that's necessarily a problem, but sometimes I just would like 1 or 2 cookies for myself just to call it a day. I don't need to do all the extra ingredients and all of the extra cooking and waiting for things to cool off, etc. So this is small batch bakes. Here are the chapters. So they go into grand detail about the equipment, the techniques, the pantry essentials, but then we get into the actual recipes. This is perfect if you are, if it's maybe just you and a roommate, you and your significant other, and you guys maybe you just want 2 tarts, and that's it. You can totally do that with this cookbook. Or, if it's just like, hey, me and my kid. So it's pretty nice. Or if you don't want a ton of leftovers, or if you only have ingredients for a small amount, like, you get those tiny batches of raspberries, maybe you just only want that. Things are more affordable also with this. So here we have our list of ingredients right here. Oh my, here is our directions. Here's where this recipe comes from. This is very convenient. Here's our serving size. So this specifically serves 4. You can have one now and you can have one tomorrow, and then you're done. Pretty nice, right? So you can make tiny little cute tarts. This is blueberry cream tarts. We even have notes here. The problem with reducing some other recipes sometimes, especially with bakes, is that you run into some issues where you're like, I need 1/4 of an egg. And you can do that. It can be very frustrating. And I like that these recipes have already been crafted, so you don't have to do the math. They've already done it for you, and it's held together well. So this is sour cherry galettes. This is a great idea. Love that. That makes 4. Strawberries and cream eclairs. So cute. Here we have 1 egg, pistachio and raspberry meringue cookies, and this serves 6. This would be really good and simple. There's not a lot of ingredients in here. You can make that literally on your lunch break. It'd be so fast. We have melting moments. Those are cute little strawberry sandwiches. Biscoff stuffed brownies. Oh my God. Evil. It is Friday. I am thinking about dessert right now. I'm like, what am I going to have all weekend? Old-fashioned cake donuts. So just so you're aware, this does not have, at least as far as I know, any gluten-free or vegan recipes. It's not primarily that. They don't offer any substitutes either. So we have a dessert section, caramelized banana pudding. We have lemon and pistachio posset. That looks really good, actually. Cherries Jubilee crepe. Serves 2? Perfect. Honestly, that's not dessert. That's breakfast. We have date night creme brulee, rhubarb and marzipan cream buns. Wow. Classic pretzels. So we do have some savory bites in here. Ooh, okay. Let's look at some of those. English muffins, of course. I'd love to make my own English muffins. We have a overnight croque madame waffle. That's perfect. I can't wait for breakfast tomorrow. Saturdays and Sunday breakfasts are like, I don't know about you, but I go ham on breakfast. Oh, Moon River. Hello. I got Erin French's new cookbook. Looks great. Awesome. I'm really glad that it's working out for you. All right. So we have a cacio e pepe stuffed roll. It's hard to kind of see here, but it looks really, really tasty. We also have a olive oil and feta quick bread. I could probably do that today. And if I used a 1-to-1 gluten-free thing, oil, I might be able to make this work. So if you are somebody that needs small batch baking tips or would like it, this is perfect. There's savory and sweet stuff in here. I love it because even though I love gifting my desserts to people, I mean, like, I will give cookies out all the time, but sometimes I just want to like keep it simple, not make a huge mess, not make it super time consuming. Small batch bakes is kind of perfect. So check this out. And the measuring's already done for you. So that's really beneficial. All right. So next I want to share with you the Nightmare Before Christmas baking book. Let me prop this up real fast. Okay. Where did it go? Here it is. So I know Halloween is over, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy this cute little book. There are some cool things you can use for Christmas, actually. And honestly, I like watching Nightmare Before Christmas kind of in between Halloween and Christmas, just for obvious reasons. So this would be fun. You can get together with your loved ones and do a really cute Nightmare Before Christmas party. Any time of year is perfect for that. But this cookbook has a lot of fun stuff, like very creative recipes that you can use for other events as well. So let's look at this. It talks about different tips and tricks all throughout before we even get started. So let's begin. We have Deadly Nightshade Blue Cake Parfaits. This is 30% off, by the way. So $19.58. It's a pretty good sized cookbook. And I have to be honest, I've actually learned a lot through some of the Disney cookbooks, like a lot of tricks and I guess difficult recipes. I've learned more from like the Coco cookbook or the Hocus Pocus cookbook, stuff like that, which is kind of nuts because I've approached them or I've tried them in other cookbooks and they've failed. But with these ones, for some reason, they've been a hit. So I don't know what it is. Here we have a bag of Bugs Hi-Hat cupcakes. And of course, when you open them up, you can stuff them with like gummy worms or something, which is so cute. We also have Perilous Pies and Sweet Scary Bakes. This is so gross. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, here we have Striped Skeleton Suit Baked Coffee Donuts. Yum. Oh man, I miss donuts. This one would be really easy to translate. You could literally just do this for Christmas, take away the monster stuff, and you've got a really cute giant chocolate chip cookie. And the design is wild, right? So we've got a lot of ingredients here, but this is for a giant cookie. We have our directions, and then, of course, why this recipe is a part of this cookbook, or, other substitutes, other things you can put in it. Here we have the Pumpkin King pumpkin pie, Wouldn't that be a really fun Christmas tradition or Thanksgiving tradition, is watching like Nightmare Before Christmas after, eating your giant turkey feast, and you can have Pumpkin King pumpkin pie. Here we have Lock, Shock, and Barrel mini cake trio. I wonder if they're different flavors. They're very cute though. I love that. This is super cute too. A zero gingerbread house. Let's move on to, we have some sheet cake recipes. Smaller ones. So these are toffee espresso coffin cookies, chocolate peppermint ghost sheet cake. And then we do have some big bakes too. This one's fun. Really like bright neon green. That's insane. Very cool though. Marshmallow meringue skeleton bones sheet cake. Again, easy ideas, but super fun. But here's some. These ones are interesting. Pink Easter Bunny cut-up cake. And let's see some more showstoppery cakes. This one's crazy. Slithery gift gobbling snake bundt cake. That would take so much time to put all of those little M&Ms on there. Kudos. I don't think mine would look that great, but I would try. We also have pumpkin head tres leches cake. Oh, man. I love tres leches. This one's fun. The Two-Faced Mare red velvet cake. And one more, something you can actually use for Christmas time. If you wanted to do a more natural Christmas theme, which I know a lot of people are doing. I love the cute little mushrooms. This is a Halloween Yule log chocolate orange cake. And chocolate and orange tends to be like a classic Christmas flavor. At least it is in my household. So this is Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas official baking book. It's got a lot of really fun, cool recipes in here that you can use for any time of year. Of course, Halloween time. Okay, so let me just talk about this super fast. I know I have this random candle here. If you are looking for some really easy gifts this year, Times Candle is like a great candle brand, but this is the Simmering Cider. It's in a cute little mug. I don't recommend using this after burning a candle, but you can use it for additional candles. This scent is amazing. It literally smells like Simmering Cider. I totally recommend it, and it burns a long time. I don't know what it's at least what it's advertised as, but I've definitely burned it for over 40 hours, and it's not even halfway done, and I love it. A part of me doesn't like lighting it because I want to save it, but I have to use it. So definitely check these out. Times is an amazing candle brand. I do have one more, but I don't think it's actually in stock anymore, so I'm a little sad about it. I need to drink a sip of coffee, and then we will continue on our live stream adventure. So hold on a second. I just spilled. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have a cookbook I want to talk about. I haven't talked about it in a while. So I know a lot of people are, it's comfort food season. So this is The Comfortable Kitchen. This is by Alex Snodgrass. So I believe, from my memory, she was kind of a big deal, or is a big deal, especially in the Whole30 community. So I love this cookbook, not just because the recipes are very tasty. I've cooked many recipes out of here. They're very easy to follow. Let me find the table of contents. But this is great for people who have restricted diets. So here's our table of contents. We have apps, soups, pasta, beef, pork, vegetarian, chicken, seafood, sides, sweets, cocktails, and basic stuff. So I'm just going to flip to one. There's a lot of photos too. I think almost every recipe has a photo. So you'll see on the upper left corner of most of these recipes, we have a ton of symbols here or notifications. So this dish is gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo, Whole30 grain-free. So all of these recipes are marked with what they are and if they can be adjusted or not. Sometimes they just can't be. We also have our cook time, how many people it serves. We have our list of ingredients, and then, of course, our directions. These are very easy, honestly, to make. They're very flavorful, very good, even for more if you need to make dietary adjustments. So I'll just show the ones that I guess I've made. This dish was bomb. I kind of love it. I don't want to make it too much because steak is so expensive, but you could probably get away with maybe doing chicken. So it's gluten-free, grain-free. So again, same thing with the instructions. Vietnamese inspired shaking beef salad. But let's get to the soups and the good stuff. We have creamy Cajun chicken and wild rice soup. So I like this cookbook because not only does it have like really awesome stuff for everybody, but we have some traditional flavors in here with a little bit of a twist in almost every recipe. So it kind of makes it its own. So even though you might know a Greek lemon chicken soup in your, past or something, this is probably going to taste very, very different, but very good. We have a lamb and potato samosa inspired stew with mint chutney drizzle. Going through this, I definitely need to I think I'm going to make a goal and try to cook every soup out of this. Now, I have a goal. We have mom's anchovy pasta, similar to like a puttanesca. We have a one-pot cacio e pepe with Israeli couscous. Honestly, I really do dig this cookbook. It is really tasty, really good. Great leftovers too, like this red lentil chili. Yum. So tasty. Steak au poivre. I can't French. I'm sorry. We also have some awesome. This is in the veggie section. There is a great veggie section in here too. Yeah, I lost it though. I think the red lentil chili was one of them. Oh, Mongolian mushrooms. Okay, there we go. That one's super good. Love that. Okay, so here we have a juicy indoor burger with burger sauce. Texas style instant pot or slow cooker brisket tacos. Oh, man. Dilly chicken burgers with spicy slaw. Let's go to some desserts. I could probably sit here and show you guys the whole book. I don't think we have. Oh, this dish was super bomb, and I made a lot of adjustments with it. Here's some sides: sesame asparagus saute. We have also like an herby rice pilaf, but I know there's desserts. Where did it go? And we have drinks too. I haven't tried many of the desserts yet because I have a ton of baking books I have to go through, but here we have individual Texas sheet cakes, like little cookie pops. 7 ingredient almond butter cookies. Yum. I feel like a peanut cookie, like the peanut butter cookies are way tastier. Lemon olive oil cake, and some of the beverages here in the cocktails. We have a thyme 75 and a whiskey sour. And I'll do one more as I find one. The last word. That's so funny. This is the last word for this cookbook. Check out The Comfortable Kitchen. It has a lot of really tasty, wholesome, very feel-good recipes in here that are really approachable. I've cooked out of this many, many times, and I haven't been disappointed, let me tell you. And it's great if you do have any dietary restrictions. It labels everything and gives you a lot of substitutes, especially for gluten-free and dairy-free. Next up, let's talk about the Harry Potter Christmas cookbook. This one's really cute. So maybe you want to change up your Christmas traditions a little bit this year. I know I have a ton of friends that love to watch the Lord of the Rings series for, that whole week. It might be kind of fun to do Harry Potter. And you can cook Harry Potter stuff for Yule time or Christmas. So here we go. We have breakfast, soup, starters, bread, sides, mains, desserts, and drinks. And one of my favorite parts about this is the holiday themed parties. Very handy. So I like the mix in this cookbook. There's a ton of cool stuff in here. Puff pastry books. There's beautiful illustrations. This is Hogsmeade. This is illustrations too. They're not, photos. Okay, so we also have toad in the hole. If you love egg in the hole, this is an alternative, great breakfast option. We also have here, oh no, where are you? I just keep flipping through this so fast. Oh, those were breakfast. Okay, let's get bites. So I've shown this one a couple times. This is the Bubbling Cauldron Bite. Yule Ball Shrimp Cocktail. Let's see. We have, this is a one pot pumpkin stew. Love the color. Let's see. This one was interesting. This is Slughorn's Appetizer Roll-Ups. I love the idea of having sushi for Christmas time. That's like actually something we do a little bit. We try to, or we have. This is a welcome wreath. It's a pesto, awesome rolled bread. It sounds so tasty. It's kind of evil. Here we have black hearth potatoes. It literally looks like a stove. Hogwarts Yorkshire pudding. So you do get some scenes of the movie as well throughout this book, which is cute. And some quotes. It's just kind of perfect if you do want to incorporate the Harry Potter world into your holiday tradition. Some more beautiful illustrations. This would be a great Christmas gift too. So if you know anybody that loves to bake, that loves the Harry Potter lore and everything, loves Christmas time or Yule, this would be a really great gift to give to somebody. French fish. Let's look at some desserts, of course. Oh, this is a scene. You can kind of see what dish this is. Let me find it though for us. Oh, they're cake pops. That's interesting. They look like candies, just melted candy. We have Ginny's mini mincemeat tarts. The Great Hall fruit cakes. Something a little less dense, although we do have the snowy burrow cake, which looks amazing. Biscuit pops. I'm sorry, Neville. And then we'll do a few more. We have the invisible snowballs. And here is some drinks that you can use. Mistletoe cocktail. And there was one that looked really good. I just saw it. Pumpkin fizz. That layering looks so good. And then here is an example of some of the Yule party menus. That trifle is a huge showstopper. The eggs, it looks all magical and fun. Here's another example. This is Boxing Day get-together menu. And it gives you all of the recipe locations here and what you need. So you don't have to do any of that planning, which is very handy. So check this one out. This is 1958 today. Let's move on to another cookbook. So this one's just chocolate chips. I had no idea you could do so many things with chocolate chips. So it kind of inspires me to do other cookies. So here we go. This is the chocolate chip cookie book. It's really fun. I love chocolate chip cookies. It's a classic for a reason. It's so good. So here we have the classics. There are specialty cookies and bars, cakes, pies, giant cookies, the fun stuff, and then kind of healthy-ish, which actually means gluten-free and vegan, by the way. I was like, okay, I know it's not that healthy. So the very beginning of this book, it talks about different ingredients that you can use in a chocolate chip cookie and what the effects are, which is really interesting. Different techniques that you can use, tools, and they're all going to give you a different kind of cookie. So here is an example of a classic cookie. We have the thin and crispy chocolate chip cookie. I love these for like ice cream sundaes. But then we have this peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. I mean, oh my God, I'm dying here. They're so easy to make too. That's why chocolate chip cookies are evil. You can make them so fast. Brown butter, malted, milk toffee, chocolate chip cookie. There's some tips and tricks here. We have a level of difficulty. So this is 3 out of 5. The tools you might need. And here's our directions list of ingredients. Pretty straightforward. Freezer chocolate chip cookie dough. Bananas Foster chocolate chip cookies. So instead of making banana bread, you can actually make chocolate chip cookies with your bananas, which would be really good. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookie bars. So yes, this is strictly chocolate chips this whole way. White chocolate chip ginger molasses cookies. Yum. Nutella stuffed chocolate chip cookies. These are evil. Evil. I should not be doing this during lunchtime. Chocolate chip cookie butter bars. Let's move on a little forward. We have some specialty dishes. This is a chocolate chip cookie cream cheese pound cake. Wow. I mean, most of these are very decadent. They're going to be so good, though. Chocolate chip cookie cupcakes. Ooh, this is, what are you? What are you? Chocolate mousse pie with chocolate chip cookie crust and mascarpone whipped cream. Dense, but looks so good. I would have no problem with this. Here we have some other recipes, something a little different, not cakes, not that sort of thing, like chocolate chip cookie bark. Never thought of making this before, but it would be a great idea for the holidays. You could probably try to translate, do more than just chocolate chip cookies. You can do other cookie recipes and see if you can make different flavors with it. This is a cinnamon roll chocolate chip recipe, which is just, ugh, I want it. I just wish I had magic and I could just make it. Chocolate chip cookie dough, truffles, and cake pops. We have muffins. Ooh, chocolate chip cookie biscotti. Perfect breakfast. That'd be like my favorite thing to do. Ice cream sandwiches. This is actually my preferred ice cream sandwich. It's the best way to do it. And we could just make our own ice cream. We could even probably put the ice cream in the ice cream sandwich. 24-hour vegan chocolate chip cookie. So if you have the patience to wait, because when you're making chocolate chip cookies, you clearly are waiting for them for 24 hours. Gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. We also have here tahini chocolate chip cookies. And I want to look at the back. Most of these dishes are these bakes do have a photo with them, which is crazy because everything is a chocolate chip cookie. There's over 70 recipes in here that are all chocolate chip cookie based. So if you are also obsessed with chocolate chip cookies, this would be a really cool cookbook to have. Plus, I like doing those cookie exchanges. There's some really fun classics in here that you can do your cookie exchanges with, and it's stress-free because it is chocolate chip cookies. They're so easy to make. So check this one out if you are interested. And then I have one more cookbook to go through today. I'm trying to decide which one I want to actually check out first. I feel like I've skipped a few. Oh, yes. Let's do Simply Vegan just because I do have, where did it go? I do have a lot of friends and family that are going vegan and have been trying to do more of that. And baking vegan is a goal of mine. So this is Simply Vegan Baking by Freya Cox, who was one of the contestants from the Great British Bake Off. And her recipes are very approachable. It's kind of interesting because a lot of the time I'll pick up a Great British Bake Off show cookbook and the recipes are insane, right? Like sometimes they're simple, but like most of the time, especially if it's a contestant, they're just wild. This one, very approachable. This is a Black Forest gâteau. I actually do have a goal this year to make a Black Forest cake, vegan or not. So maybe this will be it. We have this isn't a picture. What am I doing? This is the ornate, beautiful stuff that usually you see at the British Bake Off cookbooks. I know mine probably won't look like that, but it would be cool to try. We have a chocolate chip banana bread. So this, easy, super easy ingredients, easy instructions. And then we also have just extra notes here. Like if you like spices, try adding a teaspoon of ground cinnamon and sugar. Super easy, simple. I like that. This is a chocolate Yule log, and you can see the inside here. Maybe that's what I'll try to do sometime this year too. A Black Forest Yule log. I can do that. chocolate fudge cupcakes, super cute. Nutella filled muffins. And I'm wondering if I didn't know, I think Nutella is technically dairy, and I didn't actually think about that until I went and got this cookbook. Lemon Viennese whirls. This is a giant raisin oatmeal cookies, or oatmeal raisin. I don't know why raisin oatmeal sounds weird. Okay, so we have different bread recipes, which is nice, not just desserts. So we have cinnamon rolls, classic, so good. I'm so glad they have a vegan cinnamon roll recipe. This is a beautiful braid. Is it a braid? It's a babka. So good. Looks so good. Here we have a cranberry, pistachio, and chocolate wreath. You could probably translate this and put anything you really want in there. Jam donuts, totally vegan. Wow. We have here, this is a peanut butter millionaire's shortbread. Fondant fancies. And we do have different, oh, cute. We have school sprinkle cake, but we do have some extra fancy pastries as well. Lemon meringue pie. There is this beautiful vanilla custard slice. I like what she's doing there. So here's what it actually looks like when you cut it up. It's so cute. Jam tarts. We also have here, whoa, okay. I know this is simple, like the technique is actually fairly simple, but I like it. It's beautiful. Here we have, oh my, Eclipse cakes? I've never heard of that before. Hello, Shona. Thanks for stopping by today. Sticky toffee pudding. Who's not going to love this? This is, I want this to be my holiday tradition, is just having sticky toffee pudding, because I see it all the time in British cooking shows, and I don't know, I need to do it. Chocolate orange cheesecake. And one more before we end this cookbook. We have the mint chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. I think this is the best way to consume ice cream and cookies, to be perfectly honest. It's at least my preferred way. So if you do have people in your life who are vegan, or maybe you're vegan as well, or they love the Great British Baking Show, this would be a really great gift. But I like having this in my arsenal just because I do have a lot of loved ones that are dairy-free, totally vegan, and this would be really helpful. And she is amazing. She makes some really good stuff. I'm really sad that she lost, and it sucks because they weren't really fair to her because of the vegan baking. So my last cookbook of today is Familia. This is a Mexican cookbook, and I have to be really particular with cookbooks that I actually, go and buy and have take up space, because I don't have a ton of space. And I know that I'm not alone here. It's hard to, justify buying all the cookbooks. So with Mexican cookbooks, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. And this one, I took the dive because it's so good. So this is 125 foolproof Mexican recipes to feed your people. A lot of these dishes are going to feed large amounts of people. That's just who my family is. We always cook as if we're serving armies. I don't know why. And we just love leftovers, so it's really nice. So we have appetizers, salads, traditional flavors, which is great. Dinners, sides, soups. I'm so excited for soups. We have salsas, desserts, drinks. So good. So let's look at this together. We have beautiful table settings, photos, at least throughout this cookbook, which is really cool. So you can kind of see what goes together. Some dishes will go with other ones too, and they're noted in this cookbook, which is nice. There's a great introduction to like pantry staples, things that you might want. So here is how this is laid out. We have our ingredients here. This is our description of the recipe, what other recipes would go well with this, or where this dish comes from. Here's our list of directions. And on the side, this is the recipe. It is the recipe. And then here is If you are lazy like I am, I can be crazy. Life is crazy. Down here is what chapter you're on. So it says appetizers. You can just flip and be like, I want a soup today. And you can just flip to the soup section rather than looking at the number in the table of contents. I don't know. I'm weird. Sometimes it's hard. So here, and excuse my pronunciation, I'm sure it's going to be horrible, but I am trying my best. Here we have empanadas de picadillo. I would love to have empanadas. If I didn't have celiac, I would be all over that. This looks gorgeous. The food photography in here is insanely good. So we have the halibut ceviche verde. I love ceviche. Cocktail de camarón. So then we move on to, we have salads. This salad I dream about. So that's a roasted beet salad with matcha pecans. Yum. It's got this deep, beautiful kale, beautiful purple beets. Oh, it just looks so good. Then we have the ensalada de Nápoles. I've never cooked with cactus before, and I'm not really sure where you'd find it, but I'm sure you could find it. You could probably find it at your local Mexican market. I know that's probably where I would go first. We have a cucumber mint salad. That would have been perfect during the summertime. So that's why we are going to go to the traditional flavors real fast, because I like salad, but right now it's cold and I don't want salad because salads are cold. So here's our traditional flavors. Let's see, where's some photos. Look at that. That looks so good. So yummy. This is tacos al pastor. This is one of my favorite tacos. It looks kind of like, of all the taco recipes in here, this one's more lengthy. There's more ingredients, more time consuming, but we have other easy recipes here, like these chipotle chilaquiles. Oh, so good. In fact, I think I'm going to make this this weekend. Yep, I am. I've decided. It's happening. Okay. I mean, this is it looks like a chili relleno. I think it is. Oh, it is. It says so right here. How convenient. That was not on purpose. So some of these recipes you'll see game changers, and those tend to be like tips, tricks, ways to save ingredients or prep ahead of time, because a lot of these dishes serve a lot of people, and sometimes there's multiple steps. So if you want to get ahead of it, this is a really important thing to look at. We have I never can say this, tacos gobernador. See, I said it incorrectly. I'm moving on. I'm embarrassed. I can't do it. Entomada. Oh, goodness. What are you? You look good. More. We have the salmon kebabs with whipped queso fresco. So we have like traditional recipes, but we do have some cool, interesting fusion recipes as well, like this creamy chipotle spaghetti. I mean, wow, yum. I'm not saying no to that. Quinoa ceviche tostadas. And there's so almost every recipe does have a food photo, by the way, which is very handy. If you're like me, I'm a visual learner. Some of them do have step-by-step photos, not every single one. Oh, sopa de albondigas. Oh my goodness. What is this? It looks so good. Okay, I might have to make this too. My mouth is watering. It's lunchtime. Okay, let's move forward a little bit. We are on sides here. So these are the frijoles de la olla con tocino. Hope I said that right. Chimichurri salsa verde. We also have a boiled chile de árbol salsa. So lots of different salsas in the back. We have chicharrón de chile. Yum, 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 yum. Drinks. Oh my God. Horchata with coconut. This looks beautiful. You can jazz this up and put, rum in it. That would be really good. Mango mint agua fresca. And then we have, Ooh, pineapple tamales. Are we in the dessert section? Yes. Oh, no. Mango upside down cake. Elsa's brownies. We also have, cajete brownies. Those are going to be so good. Ooh, these are buñuelos with lavender syrup. Wow, that looks really good. So check out Familia. This is 15% off. It's $29.79 right now. This is an awesome Mexican cookbook with a lot of beautiful recipes, food photography, some fusion stuff as well. And it serves a lot of people. So if you got a big family, this is the perfect cookbook. All right, so that ends our live stream. Make sure to follow us if you do like cookbooks. We're going to be doing a lot of Christmas stuff over here. So if you're looking for Christmas decorations, fun things to do, activities, some kids books, that sort of thing, make sure to also give us a follow over on Amazon Live. Check out our socials, which is down here at Cookbook Divas. We'd love to see you there. We upload all the time. And if you want to be notified anytime we do go live, again, give us a follow. Thanks so much for those of you that chipped in and said, commented and said hello. It was really sweet of you. Thanks, and have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there.